Hello everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today I wanted to show a flip through of the finished journal that we have worked on a few videos. So this is the front, and we have a couple of flowers, pretty dangly here. Some ribbon, some bling, some flower embellishments. The front's been layered with several different laces and some velvet material, and the spine has been covered in fabric trim that I made, and that the whole thing is covered in this fabric. So we have a sari silk tie for a closure. Oh, and I almost forgot. I left, there's two signatures, and I left a long string for some danglies to hang down. So this is, I believe it's the first journal I have done that is more of a traditional junk journal, in that the papers I used for the most part is not digitals or coffee dyed paper, but actually bits and bobs of you know, just a lot of different things. So we'll go through. This is like on vellum, really pretty picture. I've had this in my stash for a long time because it's on the smaller size. It was actually too small for most of the journals I make, but for this one it fit really well. Here is a page with, this is actually dyed paper from my stash, and some fabric, and a pocket with a letter from the journal maker inside, and a tag for, and there's writing, I mean lines on the back for writing. I try to include the letter from the journal maker in all my journals. Here's a belly band with another journaling card. And this is actually coffee dyed, which it was long, and instead of cutting it off, I turned it over. I used some fabric trim and made a little side tuck. And here's another little journaling card. This is some paper from a lined ledger, I believe it was. Here's another belly band with, I think that was from an art magazine. And here's a picture from, I believe it's a book, illustrator's book. This is a digital with a journaling card that's from a magazine. Okay, here is a decorative paper with a pocket that I've put some lace over the top, and a journaling card, and this is from a magazine. This is some straw paper that I folded over and added some fabric trim and a journaling card that I made. And here's the back side of it. Here's paper trim. This is a small belly band that's been glued down, and the belly band, and then a journaling card. This is actually a double band, so something else could go in here. Here's a page from a cookbook and a little index card. There's a page from the Illustrator book and the back of that. Here's some music paper that I have coffee dyed. This is the center, and this was from a book. And then I just flipped up the bottom of it to create a double pocket here. And this is where one of those danglies are. Some fabric trim that I sewed on. And the rest of that music paper and the page from the Illustrator book. Here is part of that index card, and I put a little place for journaling there. There's the other part of the cookbook. And the straw paper, again, I folded it in for a side pocket and some fabric trim. And there's a journaling card. That was just from, I think that is part of it was a larger piece of paper, digital, I think, I'm not sure. Okay, this is the rest of that digital. And some more of that paper from the Illustrator book. And another journaling card. This is from I think that's from the Illustrator book as well. Little piece of a larger picture. There's a page with a journaling card there. Again, I used a part of something that was larger. And there's that lined ledger paper. Some lace trim. And the back of that. And this is the second signature. And again, there's a paper trim that I made, and I added some lace to that, and made this in one of my other videos. A lot of these things we've made in a previous video. Here's some more of that vellum paper. Another pocket with a journaling card, made from a larger picture. And there's another one with a side tuck. Again, some lace, or with some trim, fabric trim that I put down on that. This is from a book. I think it's the Illustrator book. Here's some lined paper for journaling, and a page from an old book. Very thick paper. It always feels like there's two of them, but there's not. Here's another element that I made. Again, this was shown on a prior video, but it's just showing how to use some of these elements that we get in bundles we buy and don't know what to do with. This is from a paper, newspaper, I think it was. Here's just a little envelope that I attached. Another piece of index card. This is like from a catalog. This is a picture from a magazine. Another envelope and some paper trim I made. This is another really pretty picture from that Illustrator book. And another journaling card with some other writing space there. Of course, there's a lot of writing space in this whole journal. This is the middle of the signature with another dangly on it. And another picture from a magazine. This is just lined with old paper. Isn't that, oh, it's so soft. Feels like velvet. And another picture from that magazine and the rest of that ad. These are just, you know, the second part of all these pages now. So, journaling card that I made in the pocket. Some pretty paper there. The rest of that part of a newspaper. Some fabric trim. And another piece of ephemera I made on using those acetate, clear acetate things that we get. The other page from an old book. Another page from a magazine. And a couple of journaling cards I made with using paper we made on another video for making your own design. Here's some more trim that I put on there. Some more straw paper from Italy. And the other side of that acetate. And that's the end. So, yeah, it's, you know, a lot of these pages are just out of books or out of magazines, or I used a part of a larger picture. So, you know, it's a little bit different than what I typically do, and I had a lot of fun, as I do with all my journals, making it, and just finding all the pages instead of using a pre-printed digital kit. I actually scrounged around and found the pages that I would put in here. So anyway, thanks for joining me. This is it. It's a little bit smaller than what I typically do, but it's a very nice, comfortable size, I think. So 2 signatures, lots of paper, lots of pockets and tucks and room to write and to keep all your mementos. So thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe and join me on my next video in this journey of all things journals. Take care of you, love each other, and I'll see you again. Bye.